Hello guys and welcome to this week's ZTV News.
I'm Beau Eubanks.
And I'm Josh Herman.
We're going to get right into our announcements for today. The musical The Music Man performed was amazing, and the performers did an outstanding job.
I agree, the students were spectacular and their talent was on another level. I know I would have bought an instrument from that musical man.
I would have to say the same myself. Yesterday was our school awards assembly.
Congratulations to everyone that received an award.
Today, boys golf is at regionals in Pryor. Wish them good luck.
Tomorrow is the CHS Spring Band concert at 7 p.m. in the Robinson PAC. Be sure to go out and support our band.
We recently had the Battle of the Sexes. Were you in it, Josh?
Sadly not, although it sounded like a lot of fun to compete in. And I had a lot of fun watching.
Battle of the Sexes last week, and it was a really good battle between both sides, but the boys pulled away with a 4-2 victory. Starting with musical chairs, the guys put off a decisive win as Coach Grimmett got there first. Then it came to finish the lyrics, which the judges decided to give both teams points after tying multiple times. Next, a race between teachers on inflatable horses. The guys won even though they got set back. Then, a pie eating contest between the students, with Carter Johnson for the guys securing the win. And finally, trivia. With some very hard back and forth questions, the girls came on top.
Wow, Braxton was really excited, wasn't he?
For sure. I mean, it is his senior year, so he really made the most of it. Talking about this just reminded me, the senior baccalaureate will be May 5th and will be held at the First Methodist Church in Claremore. Seniors need to be there at 2:30 with their cap, gown, tassel, and a white zebra stole. The ceremony will start at 3.
I'm glad this is my last year at Claremore. The people and the teachers are so amazing.
I know, right? And speaking of the teachers, Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up real soon, from May 2nd to the 8th.
Make sure you tell all your teachers thank you for all the hard work and dedication they put in towards our education.
Our principals also put in a lot of time and work towards our school, so sometimes they really need to have fun trying new things.
Hi, I'm Will Jones. I play varsity tennis here at Claremore.
Hi, I'm Miss Lee. I'm assistant principal here at the high school.
If you can't like a lot of people, just tap it over.
Okay.
So worst case, you just get a little.
And I have to hit it in that other box.
Yeah, it has to go in that other box.
Okay.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
But I didn't hit it in the box. Okay. How many chances do you get to do this? 2?
2.
And then the other person would get a point.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, that was good. So when you swing, you want to go low to high, and you want to finish over your opposite shoulder.
Okay.
And then if it comes to your backhand, so you're right-handed, right?
Yes.
So if it comes to the left side, you're going to use 2 hands. Your left hand is just a guide hand.
Okay.
And it's like when you're shooting.
Okay.
So you're going to take it back and just go like that. So your left hand's not really doing anything, it's just there to stabilize it.
Okay.
You're good. That wasn't bad.
Yeah! Yeah!
That was good. Oh,
It's tied. 1
I
to
got
1.
cooked. Bet.
Ah. That was fun.
That was great.
Who knew Miss Lee was so good at tennis?
I know, right?
Isn't Miss Grubbs the tennis coach?
I believe so.
She's also the FUZE sponsor. Let's hear from her about it.
So the main purpose of FUZE is to initiate and orient incoming freshmen into the high school experience. So FUZE stands for Freshmen Utilizing Zebra Experiences. So what we do is try to sort of ease the transition from middle school to high school so that freshmen feel like they're part of the community. We try to make sure we have some peers, some juniors and seniors who are there to be mentors to our freshmen, so that way they feel like they've been given information. We try to do monthly activities and do a big celebration as they're coming into the high school in order to make sure that they sort of just see all of the different things that we have. We try to initiate and show them all the clubs and all the different activities and sports and anything that they can do in order to feel like they're part of the high school community. So what we'll do is in the summer, they'll have a couple different workshops where we'll give them all the training that they need in order to do the activities. And then what we're hoping to do for next year is do one in the spring as well. So once you become a FUZE mentor, then we'll make sure that you have multiple activities and team building exercises in different ways, so that way you feel comfortable doing the activities in order to lead other people in the activities. Our biggest event of the year is the freshman orientation. So right before school starts, we have a big meeting with the parents where the parents get to go and get initiated on all the high school issues. And then what we'll do is we spend about 3 hours giving schedules and doing games and activities and just ways to get students out of their shell in order to talk to people and learn about themselves and learn about the school. And so we always do that right before school starts. Anyone who is a incoming junior or incoming senior. So we really are looking for anybody. You don't have to be someone who is super actively involved in the school. We're just looking for upbeat, energized people who want to make a difference in the school community so we can change the culture of the FUZE program and the Claremore High School community as a whole. And then you can you're gonna have a digital application, and those are actually gonna come out on Monday, the 29th. And then you will fill out the application and then get 2 recommendations from 2 teachers and turn those in by May 5th.
Thank you, Ms. Grubbs, for all that information on FUZE. Be sure to sign up if you are interested in becoming a FUZE leader.
On another note, did you know that Pryor might not be our Route 66 rival next year?
I did. Alvin interviewed Coach Hurt for more information.
According to the Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association, to change your class sizes, you need a certain number of daily students, a specific student-to-teacher ratio, and the appropriate number of classrooms at your school. But some of these rules have changed recently with the lawsuit with OSSAA and 5 private metro schools. Coach Hurt is going to explain what happened and a preview on our upcoming football season.
Several Oklahoma City area private schools went through the court system and recently got an injunction through those courts to make us all have to redistrict in football. It has to do with private schools bumping up due to their success. Over the past few years, since 2011, they've only been allowed to bump up 1 class, but this year they were going to bump out 2 classes, and they got an injunction saying they don't have to do that. Well, the districts were already made in football, so now we have to go back and redistrict, and it will probably affect every district from 8-man all the way through 6A Division I. Our districts still aren't set yet. I've been on the phone with several of the coaches in our district. We haven't received any news yet of how the process is going to work moving forward, but we anticipate that happening here in the next week or 2 so we can get our schedule made. We already had a schedule made for this coming season with our varsity and our JV schedule. Now we've got to revamp that due to these private schools getting this injunction. So we're not really all that happy about that, but it's something that's got to be done, and we want to get it done and get our schedule set. We had 85 kids on our team and went to the semifinals, and so now we've got all these people wanting to play football. So right now I suspect that we'll be at or over 100 kids, 10th grade on up, playing football for us this year. So yes, we'll have lots of competition, which is a great thing. Well, Coach Dillon has been a huge asset as far as our training has gone this offseason. He came on board late last summer, and he's been completely in charge of our offseason this year, and it's been outstanding. Our movement is so much better, our flexibility is so much better, and I think that's going to help us prevent injuries once the fall gets here. This will not affect our Pryor rivalry. I suspect that we will still be in the same district with Pryor, and if we were ever not in the same district with Pryor, then we would try to play them in one of the first 3 non-district games. We are getting lots of transfers at this time, and the way I look at that is once they're in school here, they're Zebras. I don't look at them as transfers. I don't look at as guys that have been here, guys that haven't been here. I just look at it as once they're here, they're Zebras. And so our job is to put the best product on the field. So however that shakes out is how it shakes out. But we're going to be competitive. We're going to have lots of competition in practice, and it's going to be a great thing for the Zebras.
Wow. Thanks for explaining this in more detail.
In other news, congratulations to Lacey Arthur, Jackson Baggett, Tavis Fontenot, Millie Henry, Julie Howard, and Gracie Roberts for the performance in the OSSAA State Ensemble and Vocal Competition.
Wish our talented choir the best of luck.
Well, that's all for this week.
Thanks for tuning in, and as always,
Go Zebras!